up, my ducks? It's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. How's everybody's week going? I'm in a state of confusion because it's Thursday, but it feels like a Friday because it's the Easter weekend. We get 2 bank holidays, which means tomorrow, Good Friday, and Easter Monday are national holidays. So 4-day weekend, bring it on. So I could book some time off over the next couple of weeks, but I decided, to catch up on things at work. So, but that aside, I've got a nice long weekend. And how fantastic that on the last day of work, I took a delivery of it's of 2 decks, actually. It's a set that is going to be launched on Kickstarter in April, in a couple of weeks' time. Information about the campaign will be in the description of this video, as always. What I would recommend is perhaps going on there, and even though it's not live yet, add in that you want an update to it if this is something that interests you. So the decks that I've got, I've not lit any candles yet and I've not taken anything out other than undoing the box, is these 2 beauties here. Now this is, as you will have seen from the title, the Rosewood Tarot, and it's the day and night editions. These already look beautiful. Now these decks are by the creators of the Divine Masculine Tarot. I think it's pronounced Vasich and Vasich. Tarot the Divine Masculine. I know them as Marco and Philippe. I backed this deck, 2019, I believe it was. And yes, the cards arrived, the deck arrived in January of, I backed it in 2020. The cards arrived in January of 2021. And this is a gorgeous deck. I was a super backer. It's even got my name on it here. There was 5 of us who, kind of pledged the most you can pledge, because I really wanted this deck to be in existence, because I think it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I've also got the original art print, not a copy, the original art print on my wall over my sacred space of the Hermit card from this deck, which was gifted to me by the creators, Marco and Philippe. Anyway, that aside, they reached out, or Marco did in particular, and said that following the success, can you believe, this is 3 and a bit years ago since this come out already. But since the success of the Divine Masculine Tarot, they were bringing us the Rosewood Tarot Day and Night, which is 2 beautiful decks. And as I said, it's going to be launching next month on Kickstarter. So this green one here is for day travelers, which I really like. I really like the sound of that. It's got 2023 on the back, which is interesting. That's the copyright for when they designed the deck. So you can see here it says the day, and then here is the night. So day travelers and night travelers. So the day deck is 78 green cards coated with matte rose petal, and they use matte rose petal on the box and the cards for this deck as well, which is beautiful. Foil contrasted with shiny spot UV, all secured in this beautiful sorry, I've got incense smoke blowing right in my face, in this embossed magnetic book style box. So I'm going to take the plastic off and open them up. The night deck is 78 blue cards. You've got green cards and blue cards, and also coated with rose petal finish, and has the foil and the shiny spot UV as well. And I've had a sneak peek at their Kickstarter campaign because I've been sent a link for it. And these absolutely look so beautiful, especially when the light catches them. Really are exquisite. And I'm so excited to have these because one thing I will say about Marco and Philippe, they put out, might take them a few years to get a deck to market, but they put out fantastic quality products, really, really high quality. Now, just like the Divine Masculine, you will get a little book that comes with the decks, but you can purchase a beautiful big book as well, which is 176 pages. Because I was this kind of super backer, I got the books as well, and that's what you can do. You can add the books to it. But, you know, you get the 36-page guidebook with the decks when you back it and get the deck. So it's up to you if you want the books as well. So yeah, let's have a look. We'll start with the day deck. So I don't know if this is going to pick up, but do you see we've got these gold metallic bits? Really beautiful, really gorgeous. It's got like a 3D effect. Everything is raised, especially this tree of life. I don't know if it will show up, but it's embossed and raised up. It's a really nice tactile. Look at this experience to hold this. It's gorgeous. And then on this one, it's the silver metallic bits. And again, all this is raised and really, really gorgeous. So let's pop the night one to one side just for now. Oh, look at this. So as we open it up, you've got this, like I say, this lovely 3D feel to the cover. And then when you open it up, you've got this gorgeous, luxurious glare of this tree of life. And then you get the title here, Rosewood Tarot. I'm hoping that catches in the light because it's absolutely beautiful. In the bottom, it says, welcome to the day. Let the light open your heart. So, look how beautiful these are. Should I bring the camera down a little bit? Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm going to bring the camera down. Okay. So, I mean, just look at this. So we've got this really beautiful dark matte green edges, really rich but deep in colour. These are the backs which match kind of match. It's a continuation of the design anyway. I suppose it matches if you look at the first part. But yeah, and again, rose petal, beautiful, beautiful cardstock. This is such a tactile experience. Nice thick deck, as you can see. But look at this. So you've got the gold sun, if you like, because it's the day deck. So we've got the golden sun here, which is metallic. And then this beautiful rose for each of the cards. Is it all the way through? Well, representing the different suits, and I'll explain that in a moment. But then you've got this UV spot. Do you see that on the card? So as you move them in the light, this feels really lovely because you've got this beautiful soft rose petal finish, and then this nice what they're calling the shiny UV. Oh, beautiful. So we're going to look at the day one first. So the day deck relates to our energetic and expressive side. It is us being ruled by the sun, our masculine side, whereas the night deck will focus on the feminine side, the one that makes decisions and takes steps. This is an energetic and expressive us, acting in full light. Wow. And then they've said, let your daily activities be guided by the day deck, follow your plans, fulfill your tasks, learn how to deal with people, balance different interests and reach your goals. Each card of the day deck represents one landscape. So yes, this is a panoramic deck as well. So even though I brought the camera down, I probably shouldn't have done until, until such time. But anyway, one scene in the open nature, usually with one or more main characters. The difference being in this deck, the characters are not humans, okay? But they are other less moody inhabitants of the earth. So our ancient trees, rocks covered by moss, rivers, waterfalls, mountain summits, and endless white winter landscapes. And then with this deck, the flowers represent the suits. So we have a different flower for each suit, as you can see here. But look how beautiful these images are. They're just gorgeous. So just to give you an illustration, let's see how this would link up. Does it go that way? Or would it be that way? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure how they link up. I'll have to check that out. Okay. So, I wonder if it's better to show them side by side. I think I might do that actually. So let's open the nighttime deck. So this is the Rosewood night deck. So the night deck relates to our more receptive, intuitive, contemplative side, which is our feminine self, ruled by the moon. The more receptive, intuitive, and contemplative one. Let your night explorations be guided by the night deck. Dive into the deep knowledge of the universe and learn how to choose your goals. Ask about the reasons behind and why. Learn whom you should love, where you should go. Choose your own achievements. Don't let others choose for you. And remember, what we do in the day is forged in the night. And in the night deck, herbs represent the suits. And again here it says, welcome to the night where the magic illuminates your path. And we had in this one, didn't we? Welcome to the day, let the light open your heart. So that's what you get. These books, boxes that are designed like books, are just gorgeous. All right, so this one has this midnight blue matte edging. It almost has like little sparkles. I don't know if you can see that, which really gives that sense of like a night sky. My light might be a little bit too bright, but there's little flecks of silver sparkles in there. But, you know, both together, they're really, really beautiful. Having these, oops, I knew that was going to happen if I left it for too long. Having these deep colours, really gorgeous. All right, so, and again, the UV spot print here, it's in different positions. It's different images completely, actually. I didn't necessarily pick that up from the Kickstarter. I thought it was perhaps the same image, but with a daytime kind of depiction, and then the nighttime depiction. But we can see here they're both different images. And I really like the idea of having this kind of landscape. Now this one does seem to be the Alps in particular. And again, look, we've got the moon in gold here, as opposed to the sun there. But here on the Magician, we see this lonely traveller going across the terrain here, but not there at the night time. Wow, yeah, this is the same landscape. It didn't feel like, I could be wrong, maybe because it's covered in clouds here. Yeah, it is actually the same landscape, but it's not the same image, if that makes sense. That would have been quite easy just to do 2 decks with exactly the same image and just make one darker for the night time. That's not what's happening. A lot of thought has gone into it. But yeah, this is gorgeous under a light. So here's our High Priestess. Oh, look at that. That's shimmery as well. Hopefully it's picking up. Then we have our... So let's see where the landscape... Oh, I see. So they would lay together like that. Not that way. Okay. I'll have to lay some up at the end so you can kind of see how... Oh, look at this. I love that red sky. Red sky at night for our Emperor. And look how the tops, the peaks at the tops of the mountain have this UV. The Hierophant. Be interesting to see what the book has to say as well, wouldn't it? Here's our lovers, and we can see the two figures here between this this opening within this cave that's protecting them. They're walking into the outside. And you notice the difference between the rows on each one. This is an open rose. I love how we see from the outside here almost like a mountain range, snow-covered mountain range, and then here we've got this beautiful night sky showing through the gap. Taking 2 cards together there. Here's our Chariot, which is a waterfall. We get that sense of fast-moving, powerful waterfall crashing down over the rocks, forming part of a bigger river. Strength card, it's beautiful. I mean, they're all stunning. They really are. The Hermit. And again, you feel it, that look, it's stood there, just looking out across this vast expanse. Very high up, looking down across the tops of the mountains. I think I showed both the backs, but if I didn't, like I say, we've got green and blue. Same design, only with the moon and the sun. The Wheel of Fortune. And then we have our Justice card. And obviously you don't have to back both decks together. You can choose which one you feel more drawn to. So I think, and this will probably be explained more in the book. So if you choose, for instance, to buy whichever one you feel drawn to, one which is a day traveller or one for the night, that's fine. But if you buy both together, they complete what they're calling the balance of Rosewood. So I guess that will be kind of explained in the book. I do love these kind of glittery stars. You can actually feel them as well on top of the finish. Temperance is beautiful. I mean, look how gorgeous those cards are. Oh, I love it. Both are so beautiful. We have our Devil card. Tower. That's a good Tower card, isn't it? We see obviously more people depicted, but the focus of the card in the day deck, I should say, rather than the night, which is probably right, but the focus of the cards aren't the people, the figures, the silhouettes. The Star. The Moon. I was interested because I was how they depict the moon in the day card and perhaps the sun in the night, you know, but very often, especially early in the morning, you tend to you can still see the moon. Clear days. That's a beautiful card, beautiful images. And then the sun, we're getting the setting sun here. Just going behind those two mountains, and perhaps the rising sun in the day card. And I love how it's reflected on the surface of the water. We have Judgment. Love the World card. Look at this. How beautiful is that? Look at the different colours in that tree. Just stunning. I love this purple here as well. I love how the sun is shining between the branches. Oh, beautiful. Okay, and then we going into our suits. As you can see here, rather than swords, we have air, we have earth, we have fire, and we have water. So we just have the elements, and I quite like that. You'll have heard me say my bugbear is when things are unnecessarily changed, but one thing that I never seem to have a problem with is when suits are the elements, because my brain does that anyway. Whenever I pull something like the Ace of Swords, I automatically think of air. So, and we've got flowers representing the day suits and herbs representing the night suits. And again, the book that you get, these are just prototype cards. When you get your deck, there'll be a 36-page book, or you can invest and buy a beautiful big book like I did for the Divine Masculine. And that will probably explain the herbs and the associations, I would have thought. So let's see how these would go together. No, I'll do that at the end. Let's go through the cards and then I'll lay some down for you to have a look at how they line up. So we've got our 3. Oh, look at this. Right on the top of the mountain there, this tree. Battling all the elements. Now, on the Kickstarter campaign, if you read it, they talk about this and how, as you're laying down cards, you might see certain things like people or figures, and that forms part of your reading as well. Almost like those ink blots, Rorschach designs, I suppose. 7 is gorgeous. I think I'm going to stop talking and just let you absorb these images. So the suits, as you can see here, have changed. We have the Dream of Earth, Action of Earth. Oh, they're gorgeous. Keeper of Earth. And Wisdom of Earth. Okay, so there you have it. Both really beautiful decks, really, really beautiful. I particularly felt drawn to the Earthsuit. I thought the Earthsuit was just spectacular. Yeah, I mean, just look. But all the way through, oh, I love it. I'm glad I'm glad I don't have to decide which one to go for the Earth, sorry, for the day or the night, because both are so stunning. They really are. I suppose if I had to choose, no, I was going to say that they're both gorgeous. They're really, really nice. Obviously, this is pre-Kickstarter. These are prototypes, but I mean, if these are prototypes, then you are in for a treat if you do back these decks. But because it's the cards that are being sent for me to have a look at and to show on the channel, there isn't any books. I particularly, you know, would find the book really, really useful, just so that I get a sense of what the artists, Marco and Philippe, are wishing to convey, you know, in the images. There are some spectacular, beautiful, scenic images in these cards. But for example, you know, why that scene for the devil card? So I'd be interested in hearing the artist's interpretation, which, you know, I don't have at this stage. I just have the decks, but they are exquisite, absolutely exquisite. So all information, as I said at the beginning, will be in the description below the video. Do check out the Kickstarter campaign. It will launch in a couple of weeks, I believe. And yeah, Marco and Philippe, if you're watching this, thank you for sending it to me, and good luck with the campaign. I'm sure it will do well. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be. And the night deck relates to our more receptive, intuitive and contemplative side, our feminine self. Oh my God. So the Rosewood night deck relates to our more receptive, intuitive and contemplative. Why can't I say it? So the Rosewood night deck relates to our more receptive, intuitive, contemplative side, which is our feminine self, ruled by the moon. The more receptive, intuitive and contemplative. I can't say that word. So the night deck relates to our more receptive, intuitive and contemplative side, our feminine self. God's truth. So the night deck relates to our more receptive, intuitive and contemplative side, our feminine